Chapter 2 Recognition. The next morning, Drake wasn't woken up by his mother, but by Dora instead. She kept bothering him by making jokes about what was sleeping in the hallway the day before. After he sent her out of his room, he got dressed and walked downstairs. Another school day awaited, after all. Once he was done preparing, he left off. Shortly after arriving at school, he saw Haru. "Hey, Drake," Haru said. "Everything okay?" "Not really, no," Drake answered. "So, history class. What about it? Fun, right?" "Yes, very." Drake and Haru hadn't seen any monsters since the spider, but they kept hearing stories from people around them. When they entered the school, the bell rang 6 minutes later. Their history lesson was given by Esther Greenfield. "Welcome, class," she said as she was setting up. "Today I will provide you with an assignment about the history of Japan. After all, lots happened there in the past. To learn a little more, we will first watch a documentary about Japan's history." Esther pushed a button on the TV next to her and switched to the National Geographic channel. "It should start in a minute," she said. The documentary started. 2 extremely dull hours followed. The origin of most of Japan's designs that still remain nowadays was based on an ancient Eastern creature, the dragon. A creature that, all of a sudden, the documentary was interrupted. "We interrupt this program for an urgent news message." "It just got good," Drake said. "The sightings of the unearthly creatures as mentioned before are rising drastically. Military and police are doing their best trying to protect cities all over the world, but the amounts of creatures do not seem to lessen. This is not a joke. We ask you to stay in your houses and to close all doors and windows. If possible, find the nearest shelter. Go low, hide, or take refuge at the camps that are currently being constructed for your safety. I repeat, this is not a joke, nor a test. Oh, just in, the President of America is about to tell us more." The news switched to a speech from the President of America. "Our planet is being threatened. Earth as we know it is in grave danger. We do not know where these unearthly creatures are coming from, but we will try everything in our power to stop them. Because we are completely unfamiliar with these creatures, any tips, information, anything is welcome. Please let us know. Dear people, a new age starts here. Dark days are ahead. We must be strong. During days like these, we have to work together. If you can, hide. If you can fight, we appreciate all the help. If you know anything, tell us. The world is in danger. I wish everyone good luck." The message ended and it went back to the news. "Thank you, President. Everyone, take refuge. I just received more information about the situation in our country, and I recommend to stay out of Rotterdam. The city is currently overrun. It's too dangerous to go there now. Good luck." The news ended and the documentary continued. Everyone slowly started turning their heads towards Drake, who was still staring at the screen in astonishment. "So, that spider was real?" Lara asked. "So," Barry started, "those monsters from your world have somehow made it into our world to kill us, right?" "Yes!" Drake yelled. "Oh, I mean, well, if you look at it like that, it's bad." "It is indeed," Max said angrily. "Don't worry, we can fix this. Haru, Julia, we have to go." Haru, Julia, and Drake grabbed their bags and quickly exited the classroom. The other students looked at Esther, waiting for consent. "Just go," she said. The students grabbed their items and stormed out of the classroom. They were pushing and fighting to be the first to go through the doorway. Drake, Haru, and Julia already ran out of the school right before the alarm sounded and the whole school went outside and formed rows. In a short amount of time, the whole school was aware of what it was about. "So what is the plan?" Julia asked. "We first go to Dragonia. We need the others." Drake hastily summoned the portal. They stepped through it and stood at the foot of the palace again. Haru and Julia followed Drake inside as Drake pushed open the door, but no one was there. "Who is there?" they heard. It was the centaur, who didn't seem to be doing his job guarding the entrance. "Oh, sorry, Drake," he said as he saw them. "What are you doing here?" "Where is everyone?" Drake asked. "Calypso went north. The dwarves did too." "Of course, I forgot. They won't be back very soon, I'm afraid." "Drake," Calypso said as she entered the palace. "Never mind." "Oh, the timing is uncanny," Drake said. "Calypso, you're back already." "I was ambushed. They were with too many." "Yeah, you were lucky we showed up," Chop said, who entered as well, followed by the other dwarves. "I indeed was. I would have been toast." "Glad to see you're okay. Have you found anything?" Drake asked. "No, we haven't, I'm afraid. We came back to gather more people for a quest. We couldn't get any further with just the 5 of us." "Alright, Calypso, everything just got worse. Our world received a global warning, telling everyone to go into hiding." "Haha, global warning," Haru joked at a poor time. Julia gave him a disappointed look, immediately making him regret speaking. Oh dear, that's awful. I must ask you to fight for us once again, Drake, to my regret, Calypso said. It's all right. I do somewhat feel responsible. Don't be. All right, you four will join them as I gather more people to venture north, Calypso said while pointing at the dwarves. Thank you. All right, let's go. Wait, perhaps you would like to gear up a little before you go? Good point. They almost forgot to take along Harrow's boomerang, Julia's bow and quiver with arrows, and Drake's sword, which they left in the armory. After they stepped through Drake's portal, it closed and Calypso was alone again. Good luck, she said. It was quiet for a few seconds until she realized she wasn't alone and looked at the other in the room expectantly. Sorry, the centaur said as he headed for the entrance. What is the plan? Julia asked again. Remember how the President of America asked if anyone had any information on the matter? Well, perhaps we should somehow try to reach them. Good luck with that, Haru said. It won't be easy, but you'll have to believe us. Before they had the chance to knock on the door of Drake's house, his mother opened it. Drake Fannings, do you have any idea how worried I was the moment I heard the whole school was sent home and you were nowhere to be found? Sorry. Oh, you brought your friends again. Come in, quickly. There's someone you need to meet. As they entered the house and took a few steps towards the living room, they noticed a woman sitting on the couch. Hello, Drake, the woman said. My name is Ilana. I am a fortune teller. It's real. She managed to predict these exact events, Ariana told them. At first no one would believe me, until I got a call, Ilana explained. I read her predictions a while ago. I thought it would be best to call her, especially because her predictions involved you, Drake. Drake, is there anything you can tell me? Is there any way you know what caused all this? Drake was ashamed of not having the answer. No. I see. These are your friends, right? Yeah, Haru and Julia. It's nice meeting you all. Now, a long time ago I had a vision. This vision showed me these events. I saw you three. I was shown what your connection was with these events. You three were chosen to rid the world of evil, and I know, again. You've seen what we've been through already? I have. It's dark. Do you see anything that can help us? Julia asked. No. Something is preventing me from seeing much further into the future. Something dark again. I'm sorry, but there is more. I remember what I was told during this vision. I managed to write it down. Ilana grabbed a piece of paper laying on the table. She read what was written out loud. On a normal day, what was once hidden was for the world to find. No chance to go back. No way to rewind. 3 children knew it was unquestionable, while everyone else ignored the inevitable. Their adventure will start where their families part, at an invention on water where they will meet the teller's daughter. Their next destination is not with the man who created it all, but his shadow-casting son who would never fall. Then a musical construction of artistic production. Their adventure continues in a land with a history hard to acquire, a land of creation and 3-fingered reptiles of fire. Then a symbol that speaks of freedom for all, in a land that overpowers the small. The last portal was carried along, the moment the gods gave up being strong, one that would open far and far back in an old stone dome where bodies would stack, a place where many souls fought for a spot for freedom, while others simply watched until they could mislead them. All head north until an opening will form, come forth and bring us a firestorm. These destinations form 6 portals of lead, one of them, the portal of death. Ilana put down the piece of paper. And that's that. Could this riddle be a key to ending all this? Julia asked. It could very well be. I would go where this riddle wants you to go. I haven't been able to figure it out completely yet, but perhaps with everything you 3 already know, you might have a better chance. Ilana handed the piece of paper to Julia. Thank you very much, Ariana said. I am happy I could help. If you ever need me, just call. Ilana rose up and Ariana showed her to the door. When she left, Ariana spoke to Drake. Drake, can I speak to you in private for a moment? Yeah, he answered. Harold and Julia went outside. The dwarves stayed where they were standing. Privately? Ariana repeated. Oh, of course. Our bad. Chop said as he and the other dwarves went outside as well. Ariana started talking the moment they were alone. Drake, what I understood from this riddle is, this adventure will make you have to go even further than home. I got that too. I can't stop you, I know that. Your father won't be back from his business trip for a while, so he can't stop you either. She paused for a moment. Oh God, I hope he's alright. Drake, be careful out there, alright? Always, Mom. Don't worry, I'm used to it. And besides, we've had worse, Drake said with a comforting smile. I know. Good luck, my son. Ariana hugged him firmly. Thank you, Mom, and thank you for supporting me. The world you found is yours, Drake. It is dangerous but beautiful. I could never take that away from you. You sound like you've been there. They let go, and Ariana looked him in the eyes while she was smiling. I would love to go there someday. Dora was peeking from the hallway, and Drake noticed her. She immediately ran upstairs. Drake looked at his mother, and she gave him a let it be look. Drake nodded, and he headed for the door. He left his house again for another adventure.